Joe Greco from AskJoeAboutMoney.com, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the purpose of your money as it relates to leaving money to your children. So I really want to break this down in two different ways. If the purpose is to leaving money to your children and they are grown, so the first case is they're grown. The second case, they're not grown yet, or maybe they're not responsible with the money yet. So it doesn't have to be 18. It could be, I know people that aren't responsible with the money until they're in their 20s or 30s. So really what it comes down to is that if your children are grown and are responsible, then what you want to do is you want to leave them money and give them access to all that money as soon as possible. Now, here's the thing, is that what we have to be concerned about is taxes. Because if we have it set up the wrong way, they're going to be paying a lot of taxes because they're working and they're making money. Taxes are going up. So we want to make sure that the number one planning technique is to make sure they get it in a tax efficient way. That's the most important thing. Now, if you have children that are either younger or you don't want them to get the money all at once, the way we do that is through a trust. Because with the trust, what you're able to do is, as I like to say, you're able to control your money from the grave. In other words, even after you're gone, you're able to have stipulations on how they get that money, when they get that money. For example, you may say that they could use that money for education purposes, or they may use that money after a certain age, or they may use that money a certain amount per year. It's highly customizable. Really what we want to think about when we're leaving money to our children, again, is dig deeper. My question to you is, what is the purpose? Do you want them to have the money all at once? If you do, well, then let's make sure that we deal with the tax issue, because if we don't, they're going to pay a lot in taxes. If we don't want them to get the money all at once, then we have to structure it in a way where it's set up where they get it over time. And something to consider too is that, do you want all of the money to go to your children, or do you want it to go to some to your children, some to your grandchildren? So there's difference. So really my question to you is, where do you want, if you could make it perfect, right? If you weren't here tomorrow, where would you want the money to go exactly? And then we talk about, well, how do we get there? How do we utilize the tools that I'm going to be teaching to you in order to set that up and make that happen? Because the people that I work with, when they come in and their parents didn't have that set up properly, they're not happy with that, because they have to go through a lot of hoops and pay a lot of money to fix things. And there's a lot of fights in the family. We don't want that. So when we're leaving money to children, we need to have a really clear purpose. We need to know exactly what we want to do, and we need to execute it properly. To summarize, ask yourself the question, where do you want the money to go? And then we grab our tools and we say, which tools will get us there, and how do we accomplish that? I'm brand new at this. I'm looking here at my sticky note. Would you please share this video with your friends and your family so they can learn along with you? Hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.